She was a sexually active 16-year-old being raised by a single dad. She was skipping school and doing drugs, but she never thought that anything like this would happen to her. The stick read 2 lines: she was pregnant. She knew that she wasn't getting married, and the meager lifestyle that her father afforded her was not enough for another person. Convinced that her child deserved more than what she could offer her, adoption was her only choice. That young girl was me, and I want to share with you today why I believe that open adoption is the best choice when faced with an unexpected pregnancy. Hopefully I'll be able to dispel the negative associations that you have about adoption by identifying the continuum of openness, by addressing common perceptions, and by sharing some statements from open adoption, birth parents, adoptees, and adoptive parents. We'll start with the continuum of openness. Closed means confidential, no contact, no identifying information. But then we've got open. We've got mediated to fully disclosed. Mediated means there's no contact, but non-identifying information can be shared through mediator. Fully disclosed means that there's contact, you have identifying information, and the opportunity for a relationship exists. Now, some common perceptions about adoption include mental health amongst adoptees. Psychoanalysts say in 1990 Psychology of Adoption that being unwanted plays a part in issues of dependence, helplessness, fear of rejection, and process of mourning. Why don't they want me? What's wrong with me? Who do I look like? Through openness and adoption, the adoptee has access to all of these questions, and they can be answered by their birth parents. Studies done on open adoption by Grodevant and McRoy in 1997 and Siegel in 2008 confirmed that adoptees' social competence and identity formation increases with openness in relationship. But some may ask, what about rape and incest? How could I care for that child for 9 months? If I get an abortion, I'll forget. 74% of 246 women surveyed by Dr. David Reardon from the Elian Institute in 1994 disagreed or strongly disagreed with the statement of memory fading after abortion. And in 1993, an anonymous woman reports that the trauma of the rape and incest are only intensified by the abortion. But closed adoption protects the privacy, right? A birth parent may not be proud of their situation, and many can't imagine somebody else raising their child. But researchers Siegel and Smith on the secrecy and stigma of adoption in 2012 concluded women who have ongoing contact with their children report less grief, regret, and worry, as well as greater peace of mind than those who have no contact. And according to the Child Welfare Information Gateway 2013, open adoptive parents have profiles and albums that they provide birth parents to choose and to know who they are. And birth parents and chosen adoptive parents have contact, and they can discuss what kind of openness they're going to have in a relationship, and that can change as the child grows up. So Dan, the birth father of Audrey from Cradle.org, says that he wanted to let her baby know that he loved her. He wanted to know that she was okay, and that every time that they visit Audrey and her parents, they know they made the right decision. And Kathy, birth mother of Melody from AdoptionHelp.org, says that they wanted a couple who would raise their child the way they would if the circumstances were different. They wanted people with similar ideas and values as theirs. And Delaney, a 12-year-old open adoption adoptee, says that being adopted means that your birth mom wants you to have a better life than she could give you. And April, 21-year-old open adoption adoptee from OpenAdopt.org, says that I know my birth mom didn't plan the adoption because she didn't care about me. She did it because she did care about me, but couldn't care for me. And Joni, open adoptive mother of Jessica and Richard, says that open adoption is about building bridges. It offers healing and, under ideal circumstances, a sense of identity that isn't encumbered by secrecy and shame. And Anne, open adoptive mother of Rebecca from Parenting.com, says, I'd heard too many sad tales of the empty spaces adoptees fill inside without knowledge of their biological roots. I knew that no matter how great a mom I became, that hole wasn't mine to fill, and I'd need help from those who could. I have shared with you today the continuum of openness. I've addressed some common perceptions and answered them with open adoption. Now I would like to tell you about Sam. I first met Sam, his parents, through this album right here, where I was able to get to know them through their letters and pictures. I am so thankful that Sam and I know each other. And next week he turns 21. I know I wouldn't be the mom I am today to my other children, and I wouldn't be the person I am today if I hadn't chose open adoption. So I hope that I have dispelled some negative associations you may have had with adoption, and that if you are faced with an unexpected pregnancy or know somebody who has, the first thought you'll have is open adoption. Thank you.